So diaphragmatic hernias tend to be something that we see following major trauma. So the sort of trauma we're talking about is a cat or a dog being hit by a car. And what we'll normally do anytime we get an animal hit by a car is we'll have a very, very careful listen to their chest. And if we've got major concerns about how the chest sounds, so we may find that the things that we might find is the lung sounds don't sound even throughout. We may find that the heart sounds a little bit stronger on one side than the other. There's a few clues that we might get that we've got a bit of a problem with the chest, and that might be one of several things. We may find that we've got a bleed into the chest cavity, we may find that we've got air in the chest cavity, or we might have something called a diaphragmatic hernia. And basically a diaphragmatic hernia, it occurs when we get major trauma, and particularly when we get trauma to the abdomen, and the pressure tears the diaphragm, which is basically the muscle which helps with breathing, and we end up with a hole in that. And so generally it tears away from pretty close to the rib margin, and once that tears we may find that we get the liver or the stomach or intestine or several different things going to the chest cavity. And what that does is it basically takes up room so the lungs can't ventilate effectively. So like I say, if we get major problems, we'll generally take an x-ray. X-rays will tell us if the lungs are collapsed. We may find that this line here with the diaphragm, which is normally quite obvious, isn't obvious at all. And we may even find that we've got gas or stomach or something that looks like gas within an organ, so that might be stomach that's going through, and that really gives us clues that we might have a diaphragmatic hernia. We may do an ultrasound that can give us other clues, but if we're suspicious of a diaphragmatic hernia, generally we're going to stabilise the animal as well as we can. Ideally we try to delay surgery for at least a few hours, if not a day or so that the shock and everything else is controlled, but sometimes you just don't have a choice, you've got to get in there. We basically go in through the abdomen, retract the contents, stitch the diaphragm back together, and most animals do very well, although it is quite a challenging surgery. And yeah, if we can get it repaired, if we can get everything back how it should do in healing, then the animal goes back to a normal life.